In an unprecedented development, a sitting judge of the Calcutta High Court, Justice Abhijit Gangopadhyay, has given an interview to a Bengali TV news channel, ABP Ananda, owned by the ABP Group, where he has spoken in detail about a series of orders that he has passed recently directing the Central Bureau of Investigation, that is the CBI, to conduct investigation in cases pertaining to the alleged recruitment scam in the appointment of teachers and non-teaching staff in government schools of West Bengal. In the interview, which was telecast yesterday, Justice Gangopadhyay has alleged that there had been rampant corruption in the appointments and that he could empathize with the aggrieved candidates as he himself was unemployed once. The interview has created a huge furor across social media, with many criticizing the move on the ground that a sitting judge of the High Court giving interviews to media channels has the potential to tarnish the reputation of the judiciary and also politicize the sanctity of the institution. In fact, a public interest litigation petition was also filed in the Calcutta High Court seeking to restrain the Bengali news channel from telecasting the interview on the ground that such an interview of a sitting judge violates the charter adopted by the Supreme Court in 1997 called the Restatement of Values of Judicial Life, as well as the international guidelines approved by the United Nations Human Rights Commission in 2003 called the Bangalore Principles of Judicial Conduct. However, a bench comprising Chief Justice Prakash Srivastava and Justice Rajarshi Bhardwaj of the Calcutta High Court on Monday refused to stop the telecast of the interview, while also cautioning the news channel from telecasting anything which may have an adverse effect on the image of the judiciary. The bench had also added that there was no material on record to show what issue the concerned judge of the High Court was supposed to speak on during the TV interview. This is, however, not the first time that Justice Abhijit Gangopadhyay has found himself to be embroiled in controversy. Last month, while hearing a case pertaining to a teacher recruitment scam in the government schools of West Bengal, which also involved the illegal appointment of the daughter of arrested TMC leader Anubrata Mondal, Justice Abhijit Gangopadhyay had got into a verbal altercation with the lawyers of the High Court as well as the president of the Calcutta High Court Bar Association, Arunava Ghosh. Such unprecedented scenes took place after Justice Gangopadhyay allowed journalists to video record the proceedings in his courtroom. Pertinently, during this heated exchange, the sitting judge had warned the agitated lawyers of contempt of court action, but nevertheless the lawyers as well as the bar president had refused to back down to the threat. Earlier this year also, lawyers affiliated to the All India Trinamool Congress had sought to bar advocates from entering the courtroom of Justice Gangopadhyay in light of his order directing a probe by the CBI into the School Service Commission, that is the SSC corruption case. Justice Gangopadhyay had also passed a scathing order on March 30th this year, taking strong exception to an order passed by the division bench of the High Court allowing a party in the SSC case to submit a document in a sealed cover, consequently tying the hands of the single judge. Justice Gangopadhyay had termed this particular order as a highest degree of double standard. In the controversial interview aired yesterday, Justice Gangopadhyay underscored that he had witnessed widespread corruption in the recruitments and thus he had to order for so many CBI investigations. Highlighting the abject and, in the judge's own words, admitted corruption, Justice Gangopadhyay said in the interview that the corruption came to light when on one hand, the West Bengal School Service Commission had deposed in the court that no such recommendations had been made, while on the other hand, the West Bengal Board of Secondary Education had submitted before the court that the purportedly illegally appointed candidates had been recruited based on the recommendation of the West Bengal School Service Commission. He also pointed out during the interview that although he has faith in the state police force, however, they tend to be controlled by external forces, and thus he had ordered the CBI to conduct a probe into the recruitment scam, while adding the caveat that it is possible for the CBI to be controlled by external forces as well, but maybe comparatively to a lesser extent. Justice Gangopadhyay also said during the interview that he could not afford to sit idle and let corruption unfold, as he identifies with the struggles of the unemployed, as he himself was not born with a silver spoon and he had experienced his fair share of struggles in life. Addressing the criticism that he is often subjected to, the Calcutta High Court judge emphasized that any judge who takes a strong stand against corruption will have to brave criticism. Reacting to the adverse remarks made by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's nephew Abhijit Banerjee against the judiciary, Justice Gangopadhyay said that he is in favor of strict action being taken against anyone who points a finger at the judiciary, otherwise people will lose faith in the judicial system. Thank you. This is Aratrika Bhaumik reporting for Live Law. Keep watching Live Law for more such updates.